Welcome to today's collective message. I did start to channel a little bit before I've taken cards, and it feels like there is a new person coming in. There is also a person who could be in a bit of a competitive energy with you, even if it is just one-sided, that it could also be like within the same community as you, that this, or environment that this new person is coming into, where it kind of feels like this new person doesn't really know what they want just yet. I think while they're kind of feeling out their environment, or it's like really new to them, or something like that, they just have maybe a lot on their mind and they're working out what way they want to go. And it feels like you could make some type of like connection with them in some way. It feels overall good, but it also feels like whoever this person is who's kind of in a competitive energy with you, it's like they want dibs on this new person coming in. So it's like they may try to befriend them before you do, or they may try to kind of meet them or hang out with them or something, or get a feel for them to work out whether they are someone that they would want around, but it gives the energy of they want to like beat you to it. So we'll take some cards and we'll see what we get, and hopefully there'll be some helpful, insightful information in this. I think this new person coming in is going to do things in a, I don't know. I was going to say they could be a little bit eccentric. You could perceive them to be a little bit weird. But I think they just do things their own way, and they're not really paying attention to too much else. So I do feel like they'd be quite like genuine in their experience and expression and how they navigate. And they're probably, I don't think this person would be paying too much attention to any sort of group dynamics at this stage, that it feels like they've just stumbled across the group in some way or entered into it in some way. And if it's not brand new, like they're just coming in, maybe they've been in it only for a short while, but they're still in this like energy of like looking around and discovering it, or meeting new people or something like that. So they're in the environment, but they haven't totally felt it out yet. So just take what resonates, because like I said, if this isn't already happening, this is something where it's like a new person is coming in and you're kind of getting the heads up for that. Anyway, and I think that like when you would see this person, there would be some type of like match. I don't know if there's a mismatch or a match, where there's like something that you see in them that could kind of, you could feel like really drawn in to this person. You could feel like they could be fun, or you could like want to get to know them. They could be interesting. I am getting the words like self-starter. So this person could be a self-starter. And I don't know. I just think that you guys would probably, I don't know, you'd be interested to get to know them. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I feel like whatever this group is, or this environment that you're in, that this person's coming into, it could be a group that's existed for a long time. Like it could be a well-established sort of setting or environment. It definitely could be a work or a business environment for some of you, but for others of you, it's more of like a community. And I don't know, like there could be, I don't know if some of these people are parents, or if this new person is a parent. They don't have to be. I do feel like if this new person doesn't have children, they would have some type of animal. And if they don't have an animal, they could have like a sidekick of a best friend, like someone that just comes with them everywhere or something. I don't know, it's weird, because they do give me the energy as a person who's like self-governed and just goes off and does whatever they want, and they're just sort of like, they wouldn't even be worried about like having a person around or not. But I feel like, yeah, it could go both ways. Yeah, I think they're just like a breath of fresh air, like a new person that's very interesting, and they just kind of like mosey on into this like new setting. I think there is somebody here who's a little bit opposed to this new energy. Like they're not sure, what it could potentially rival or challenge, or if it could, I don't know, it's a bit weird because it gets like a little bit like too dark or too deep for me, like too serious for me too quickly, where it's almost like this person that could potentially feel a little bit challenged. It could be like they feel like this person is challenging beliefs, challenging traditions, like they want to they kind of like want this person to stay in their own lane and not effectively change anything or propose anything. They could feel challenged in terms of authority or being like a heavy hitting energy. There's also, what else is this? There's something else here. They could see this person as having the potential to kind of cause like a rebellion or like a change in direction for the group because of this like breath of fresh air energy that they come in with. So this other person may not like it. They may be like, oh, you're a I don't even feel like you're a big you. So some of you could be this new person coming into a new group, and so this would be something that you could come up against as like a person that you could potentially have like a new connection with in some way, and another person who is seemingly in competition. So part of your situation may be trying to differentiate like who is kind of genuine and like candid in their interaction with you, as opposed to a person who may have an agenda. So just take what resonates there. But I don't know, I do feel like there's a person here who could potentially be, I don't know if I even feel like they're threatened, but it's just like a thing of they don't want their influence. They don't want you to come in and override their influence or influence the people around them in a different direction to where they want to kind of funnel that energy. Like, I think they feel like everything's pretty steady and stable and it's where they would like it to be and they're in a good position, and things kind of work well for them, but also like nothing really gets out of line. It kind of is like they have a good reign or a good consistency or level of control, or even if it's not control, it's like they have position and they have sway and they don't want anybody coming in challenging that. And it's a bit of a wild card here, I think. Is that what's going to happen or who they are? Yeah, I think it's like, it a little bit gives me spirits keeping this an unknown quantity, but it also could be potential timeline changing as well. So hard to say for that. It's like very much a wild card. We don't know what's going to happen, but I do feel like it's sort of one of those things. I am getting something about like, you know, pouring fuel on a fire, but that's not really correct. It's like if you had Jupiter energy and you were just like waiting for it, and the more time that it takes, the more it's growing and expanding, right? Because it's just constantly going. So it's like it starts out a small thing and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it all of a sudden has a lot of kinetic like energy behind it or something like that, until it's like a lot more powerful or a lot bigger, or I don't know. It's like, it's also hard to say, is it so much that it's like such an expansion of energy that there's like a type of combustion that happens, or is it a case that we don't know what direction it's going to go in because it's just like, you know, like going and going and going. It could end up anywhere. We don't know where it will land, kind of. So yeah, let's move on. Yeah, it very much gives us like an authority figure who can see you, is keeping an eye on you. I'm getting something about them being like a self-proclaimed kind of authority figure or something like that. Yeah, but there's also something here about you being successful or recognized, and this person doesn't like it. I get that they're giving you the side eye. So even if you don't consider yourself to be successful or recognized in some way, I feel like you come in and you bring an air of like confidence or notoriety, or like lots of people know you. So even if you're going into a new environment, either people take to you quickly, they like what you do, or you actually know other people there that maybe they don't have relationships with, or a lot of people know you or something. It almost is like 11th house energy and Jupiter energy. So just take what resonates there as well. Yeah, they could potentially see you as a person who could rival them. and they want to make sure that you don't come out on top in some way. So it does put them in a little bit more of an opportunistic energy, but we're not going to know what that looks like until further down the line. Okay, so we're just kind of like catching up to like, you know, what's coming in or what's currently happening and what this could kind of look like for different people in the group here. And now we'll take some other cards and see what we get. All right, so zodiac call, we have like, just in terms of the planets, we have Uranus and we have Jupiter. But in terms of zodiac, we have Aquarius, we have Taurus, and we also have, is it Pisces or Saggy? Yeah, Sagittarius. Okay. This person sees you as a person who actually has nothing to give. Nothing to really offer up in terms of like what you could bring to the group or the dynamic or environment, but it's like, it makes me think that this person is like looking for cash, like cold hard cash, as opposed to realizing that maybe you have an FPOS card or a credit card or a bank card that has money on it that they just can't see what's in the bank card or something. So it's like, I know, but for some of you, like, maybe money is an issue, and so there's something here where they're judging you because of like money being an issue or something. Yeah. There's also saying, like, you know, just take what resonates. But for some of you, if that doesn't resonate at all, it could be a case that this person is actually suffering financially at the moment, and they are holding some type of grudge because they see you as a person coming in and kind of like affecting their livelihood, or with the potential to be able to do that. So it almost makes me think of like a projected type of energy where it's like, even if they don't initially really see you as a threat, they know that you're a big energy and someone to contend with, and that you could, you know, I don't know, maybe like you have a lot of people that take to you naturally or something, and they, even if you're not actually doing business, like maybe you don't even have a business, I don't know. Maybe even if you have a business, you're not actually actively out there trying to promote it or get people on board or network. Maybe you're actually genuinely just trying to make new connections or something, and it's like this person sees it and they don't like what's happening, and I think they would hold a grudge because of it. Like they don't want to let go. So it's like, even with time, if they find out that they are, maybe they were like, you know, had a misconception, or they didn't really understand everything they were seeing, and they actually, you know, come to the realization later that things weren't quite what they seemed, it's like they still don't want to let go of it even when they know better. Anyway, and so, yeah. The reality of it is we're literally getting too busy for winning. This person being intimidated or threatened or bothered and trying to fish for comments. So this person could potentially try to, I don't even feel like they would outright bait you, because I feel like they're just, to put it simply, not that silly. I think, in fact, what they would do is try to genuinely, they would try to angle in on the things that you would genuinely say, and they would make it come off in a way that is very like born out of genuine concern or genuine curiosity. And to a degree, I think they do come from that background, but they know where they're directing this ship. They really just need you to say the wrong thing at the wrong time, or to say something open enough to interpretation that they could kind of intentionally misconstrue it. So there's always that aspect. That, and the similar cards here came out in the last sort of collective reading. So again, take what resonates. But yeah, it kind of makes me wonder if there's like this new person comes in and this old person sees this and is like feeling threatened all over again, right? Yeah, anyway, we're going to take more cards and move on. You guys could actually receive some type of like award, or again, notoriety, success, achievement, or something like that, recognition for whatever it is that you do. And so maybe that wasn't a factor at the start, but when that does actually happen, boom, that's when it's like game on and the lights turn on, and this person's actively like trying to like see what you say. And yeah, I don't know, watch for an opportunity to kind of twist it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've also got Pisces has joined the party, which is funny because I didn't mean to. Yeah, okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's Neptune. I'm just hearing this person thinks they see something that isn't there. Yeah, and it's like their wish fulfillment to kind of be crowned like the empress or like the head like of the hierarchy of the group or in a good position or something. So for some of you, this person already has like really good position and they're like still in some way looking at like a promotion or just maintaining that position. But for others, it's like more maybe they always maintain this position, but it's like the light that they want to be seen in is like being this fair, well-rounded, holistic sort of person. Yeah. Okay. But really, they don't really want what's best for you. They would just use you as a stepping stone. Okay. All right. I'm just hearing no more cards. That's it for this reading. So this was a quicker one for sure. But yeah, anyway, guys, hopefully this one is helpful or resonates in some way. If it does, definitely let us know. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in another one. Take care.